Kanye West has been making headlines quite a bit over the last month or so, mainly because there is a disputed claim about just how much he's actually worth. For a while, he was only worth a couple $100 million, then due to a Yeezy deal with Nike, he grew to over $1 billion in wealth. Then in March, it allegedly jumped to $6.6 billion in net worth.
Maybe you didn't hear me. We need to see that locker.
Though that number has been heavily disputed, especially by Forbes, who said he's more like $1.8 billion in net worth. But hey, regardless, he has money and he spent it in a lot of interesting ways over the years. So allow us to show you how Kanye West spends his $6.6 billion. Be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Number 8, $1 million beds. Let's start off with a question. How many of you have gone and bought things to help you sleep at night? Now answer this. How many of you would be willing to spend $1 million on a bed? That's crazy, you shout? Well, guess what? That's what Kanye did in 2013, alongside his wife at the time, Kim Kardashian. The bed in question is a Savoy Royal State bed. If you've never heard of this bed, there's a reason for that. There was only 60 of them ever made, which would explain the price tag, as it's something that obviously isn't made for the common man. Aptly describes Kanye, we're just saying. But you might be wondering, how does this bed cost that much? Well, it's not just about material, it goes beyond that. For the process to make one of these beds is extensive. It takes hours just to make one single mattress, and that's because it uses virgin lamb's wool, Mongolian horsehair, and starlash springs as its material. In total, the singular mattress meant for this couple cost $923,000. That's right, they spent that much on a bed. Now, for their sake, they had better have given them the best night's sleep of their lives. Number 7, touring, spending. When you're a musical artist, there are several main things that you have to do. You have to go and make music, you have to do interviews, and arguably and most importantly, you have to go on tour and do concerts featuring you and your songs. Naturally, life on the road can be difficult and expensive when it's coming out of your pocket or the pocket of your label. Extra costs, though, are all on you. And for Kanye West, he is the king of spending a lot while on tour. Just in 2016 alone, it was said that he spent $1.1 million a night while he did his tours. That's $1.1 million a night. But what did he do? Go to a bar and buy everyone a couple dozen drinks? Make sure that everything he did in the most over-the-top and luxury way possible? The world is better off not knowing. But here's the thing. This isn't a single night. So let's say he did a tour for 2 months, which is actually rather fair in today's music world. That means he spent over $66 million in the course of 2 months just on being himself on tour. Wow. Number 6, an island for his daughter. How much are you willing to spend on your child when you have one if you don't have one already? It's noted that from birth to college, an average American couple spends $1 million on their kids. When you add all that up and what you buy for them, it makes sense. But what doesn't make sense is looking at your 2-year-old daughter and going, hey, maybe we should buy her a private island. You know who said that? Kanye and Kim, of course. That's right, they went and bought an entire island off the coast of Grenada for their daughter North. The plan is that by the time she is 18, she'll not only have the island to go to, but an entire mansion built there. What's the cost of the island, you ask? $12 million. Which is insane, and yet we bet both Kanye and Kim felt this was the perfect gift for their daughter. Number 5, private jet. If you had the money to go and travel the world, would you do it in a basic way? No, you wouldn't. You would do what Kanye, Kim, and numerous other celebrities do and buy yourself a private jet. Now, at first, this might seem like an eccentric Kanye thing, but the truth is that the whole West family likes to travel, like a lot. So given that and the busy schedules of Kanye and Kim, it makes sense that they would have an at-ready jet that can go anywhere they choose in just the course of a few hours, instead of going through an airport, being mobbed by fans, and trying to get to where they need to go. There's no bottom line in terms of price of the jet, however these cost several $1 million just to get one, not to mention the cost of fuel and custom work done. Number 4, the cars. Cars are honestly a part of the rich person lifestyle, if you will, and both Kim and Kanye have gotten their fair share of expensive cars over the years. Just for Kanye, some of the cars he owns includes a Porsche Panorama, Mercedes-Benz SLR Sterling Moss, a Mercedes SLR McLaren, Lamborghini Gallardo, Lamborghini Aventador, Aston Martin DB9, and the list just goes on and on. But trust me when I say his wife owns just as many, and all are as fabulous and high-priced. Car enthusiasts will note that the cars listed above are at times no less in price than $200,000, and that is just the bare minimum of what it takes to get some of these cars. Some of the ones I mentioned above cost Kanye $1 million to get. Plus, there are no doubt other cars that haven't been documented, so you're easily talking $10 to $20 million in total cars. Number 3, vacation. When they were together, both Kim and Kanye West loved to travel the world, no matter the cost. Case in point, on one vacation in the Bahamas, they flew down there, rented out a villa and a boat for them and the kids, and then went on numerous little mini adventures. Grand total of the trip, $440,000. Kanye and Kim have traveled all over the world for business and vacations, including to places like Mexico, Italy, Japan, France, England, and much more. And those are just the ones that we know about. Who knows what other kinds of secret vacations these two have done over the years? All of this combined will no doubt end up costing them millions of dollars in total. Number 2, his home. When you're a man of Kanye West's stature in regards to his impact on the rap industry, you know that he is going to have a house that is as large as his ego. And this only went double when it came to the house that he calls home with his wife and his 3 kids. So how much did he spend for his luxury mansion? $20 million. I know, it's an incredible amount for a single home, and you no doubt are wondering what made this mansion that expensive. Well, this is a mansion that is built on 3.5 acres of land and has multiple stories to it. Things you'll find in the mansion out on the estate include fountains, vineyards, spas, and other things that Kanye and Kim feel that they need, including security to ensure that no one trying to take a picture of them while they are relaxing. To be clear though, the house itself costs about $20 million, but that is just the house and the land it's on. This is important to note because the divorce that the two are getting has already landed certain items in their hands, and the house went to Kim. Number 1, his throne. To be clear, what are we talking about here? His toilet. Why does the toilet that Kanye West does his business on make it to the list? Well, because it's made out of gold. In 2013, Kim Kardashian and Kanye West decided that they wanted their bathroom to be far beyond what a bathroom should be, and that meant getting a gold-plated toilet. We wish we were making this up, but to make matters worse, they didn't do this for just one toilet. Oh no, they got 4 of them. 4! And the cost of these gold-plated toilets, are you ready? $750,000. There are so many things wrong with that statement, wouldn't you say? Granted, we all know that both Kim and Kanye are eccentric and downright egotistical when it comes to some of the things that they go and get for themselves and show themselves with. But to go and get not just a gold-plated toilet, but 4 of them and spend $750,000 to get it, there's just so much more you could have done with that money. So what do you think? What do you think of this look at Kanye West and how he has spent his money over the years? Do you believe that he's worth $6.6 billion? Or do you feel that $1.8 billion is more accurate? What do you think he's going to be doing with his money now that Kim is going to be out of his life? Do you expect more wild and crazy purchases like he's done before? Let us know in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe, and we'll see you next time on the channel.